Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Edwin back again for Strictly Comics, and I'm doing these videos a lot more often than I thought I was going to be. I've gotten a little bit of more time lately, so I'm like, hey, what the heck? Let's do a video. Plus, I actually had some really nice finds this week. Actually, this week has been a blessed week, although I don't have a whole lot to show you guys because I got a bunch of stuff that I either sold or is currently on eBay. But let me go ahead and start out showing you guys just some back issues that I picked up. None of it is key. None of it is major or big or anything like that. But just for the price that I found them for, they were worth enough for me to pick up. So I went ahead and grabbed them. So without further ado, the first one that I'm going to show is Fantasy Masterpieces starring the Silver Surfer issue #1. This looks like Silver Surfer #1 if I'm not mistaken, but it is not. It is a reprint, and I went ahead and picked it up because I wanted to go ahead and read it. I don't have the 200, 300, 400 or however much the original copy is going for, so this was fine for me. I was completely fine for the picking this up, so I'm cool with it. Next book I picked up, another reprint. Marvel Ultimate Spider-Man Powerless #1. Now this looks like the Ultimate Spider-Man #1 by Bagley back in the day, and it actually is a reprint. It is done by Mark Bagley, but that's not why I picked this up. The reason why I picked this up is because if you look close, Bagley signed this comic in gold, and to me that was worth it to go ahead and grab it. So I picked this up. Don't know if I'm going to read this just because I think Ultimate Spider-Man is really kind of like a reboot to Spider-Man, and I pretty much know most of what there is to know about Spider-Man, so, but I got this. Alright, next I picked up X-Force issue #15. Really nice. Sorry about the glare. Really nice Deadpool cover here. I think this is like the 5th appearance of Deadpool, 4th or 5th, something like that. It's a really sweet cover. It's got Greg Capullo art, and so really because of that, I picked up not only that, but this isn't like, oh man, this is clean. This is like a 9.8 condition copy, 9.6 at worst, but I really doubt it. But I picked this up. And last, as far as back issues I picked up, X-Force issue #2, the second appearance of Deadpool. I don't know, the guy had this on a top loader, and I was like, you know, what the heck, I'll pick it up, you know. Top loaders are like usually $1 each or something like that at your comic shop. But, you know, this book right here is super high grade, super clean copy. Both of these Deadpools might go on my eBay store, I'm not sure. If you're interested, check out my eBay store, because a few of these books that I'm going to show you guys today are going to be listed in my eBay store probably before the end of the week. I got all these for 10 bucks. A win, a loss. You tell me what you think. Me, it was worth it. 10 bucks for all 4 of them. I didn't feel like I was losing out or getting ripped off or anything like that. So tell me what you guys think. I don't know. All right. So let's go with this week's pickups. Okay, this week was the continuation of the whole Rebirth. I think we're going to continue to get new Rebirth issues probably at least for the rest of this month and maybe even on into July. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look. But it's another Rebirth week, and I think that DC was smart by doing this because you have new DC titles, not just new, but new Rebirth DC titles coming out every week. And I think that a lot of people are drawn to this because my comic shop says that they're selling out of all their Rebirth stuff. As a matter of fact, they tell people like they've said if you don't buy their issues like within the first half of the day, they have to spend the second half of the day just telling people who call in, people who come in, that we're sold out, we don't have anymore. And they said that they felt kind of bad doing that, but that's the nature of the business, I guess, sometimes, because when they went around and passed the checklist for their subscribers to figure out what it is they wanted to get when it comes to Rebirth, they said only about half the people submitted checklists, which means that the other half just assumed that they were going to get plenty anyway, so nobody really bothered to fill out the checklist. I was one of those people. So, but let me go ahead and show you guys what I picked up. Here's the bag right here. Batman issue number 1. I don't know why I was thinking the last Batman 2 weeks ago was the first Batman, but I think it was Batman Rebirth issue number 1. This, if I'm not mistaken, is David Finch artwork. David Finch is a phenomenal artist. Now, my concern is that doing these twice a month, how good is his artwork actually going to be unless they have 2 different artists? But, you know, I flipped through it a little bit. It actually didn't look that bad. It does look like David Finch, although to me, well, I guess the details, like here's a nice picture right here of Batman kind of strapped in the chair right there as he ejected his seat and is parachuting. But, you know, I'm not going to go and flip through all of it right now, but still, you know, Batman number 1, Rebirth. Y'all know y'all can't go wrong. Batman is like the cash cow for DC right now, so almost anything Batman needs to be picked up. So I got that. Next I picked up TMNT issue number 59. Really nice cover here. TMNT continues to wow me. TMNT continues to be an absolute awesome read. My problem is this was the last issue they had, last copy they had, and look at the you see the ding, man, I hate that. I didn't even want to pick this thing up, but I didn't feel like driving all over the place looking for this. So, and it's not gonna. I'm almost positive it's not gonna be worth anything. I mean, this is just a fan read right here. So I went ahead and picked this up. Invincible 129. Invincible 129 is an awesome read. Is it Ryan Otley artwork? I'm pretty sure that it is. Actually, it might not be. Robert Kirkman is the writer, but no. Corey Walker is the pencil and the inker, so I don't know where Ryan Otley is at. I don't even know if this is his cover. Oh, okay. So it is a Ryan Otley cover, but the pencils and inks are by somebody else. Robert Kirkman's story, so the story is actually really good though, so I don't really get this for the artwork. The artwork is good when Ryan Otley does it, but the story is actually really, really good. As a matter of fact, if you are not reading Invincible, you really need to pick it up. Is it still okay, it's still a $2.99 cover. I mean, come on, you can't really go too much wrong with a $2.99 cover, especially now that comic book standard pricing is going to be about $3.99. Hopefully DC can redefine that. All right, next I picked up Green Lantern Rebirth issue number 1. Not a big Green Lantern fan. The only reason why I picked this up is because I was like, look, it's number 1, Rebirth. Plus it's got the new Green Lantern chick. I don't think that this is her first appearance, but still, this is really good to have nonetheless. So, will I read it? Not really. This was probably more of a speculator purchase. I may read it, but I doubt it. We'll see. But I picked that up. Next, Uncanny X-Men issue number 8. I usually don't buy a whole lot of Marvel, and I usually don't buy Uncanny X-Men. The only reason why I got this is because it's Ken Lashley artwork. I think Ken Lashley is a pretty good artist. Didn't really know much about him until I was on Comic Book Fanatics with him, and I was like, oh wow, like this dude's legit, man. Like this dude really, his artwork is really solid. So I went ahead and picked this up in support, to support him a little bit. So didn't really have much of a problem with it. It's probably the only Marvel title that I'm currently getting. So kudos to you, Ken Lashley. Keep doing your thing, bro. All right. And last, but certainly not least, is kind of my hot pickup of the week. A couple weeks ago, I was in Dallas Fan Expo, which is basically like Dallas Comic Con. And But I went on a Sunday, and they were trying to sell these variants, these Fan Expo variants, and one of the variants that they had that I really, really wanted was the Harley Quinn, the Batman Adventures number 12 foil edition. It's a reprint, but it's a foil edition cover done by John Boy Myers. Now, I already knew right away, like once I seen that, I was like, man, it's gonna be a hot book. And sure enough, when I went to grab one, they were all sold out. As a matter of fact, the lady told me, she was like, we sold out like Friday morning when we got these. And what was going on was the vendors were buying them. They bought them all up, and they would put them in their shop, or they put them in their section on the floor where they were selling their comics at. And they were just, marking up the price ridiculously, which, look, that's business. I understand that. I don't really have too much of a problem with it. And besides, I kind of went on eBay and just looked at what they were going for like 24 hours after like they were selling them, and they were already going for like $100 each. So, hey, if you got the opportunity to flip something, flip it. So, I was at my comic book shop today, and they were actually at Fan Expo. Did they get a foil edition? No, they didn't. But one of the girls there, I know she's a hardcore Harley Quinn fan. She did get one of these, and she was selling it, and so I picked it up. Yes, I got one, but it's not a foil edition. This is what the foil edition looks like, the cover, but it's not the foil edition. It's still a variant, a John Boy Meyer variant. It still has the original Batman Adventures number 12 content on the inside, but this is kind of a hot item. So this right now is currently going for like anywhere from $50, $60 on the high end on eBay right now. I picked this up for $20, so I was super happy to get it. This is going on my eBay store, so you guys check this out. I should have this listed in the next 24 hours if you're interested. I'm not selling it for $20 in case you're interested. And I will accept offers, but any lowball offers I'm not going to accept. So if you're interested, if you're really interested, hit me up. We'll see if we can work something out. So I was really, really happy to get this. Super happy. All right. That's it. This video is not going to go on any longer. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate it. Make sure you keep God first in your life, but enjoy your comic books, and God bless you guys. I'm out of here.